It's pretty okay. East Virginia, back to Williamsburg and colonial living. Things are fine there. Gotta go to work. Gotta go and put on stuff and be my soda jerk. City roads take me home to the place where the kittens are. Also a puppy. His name is Noxie. Take us home. City roads.
Alright, well, we're back.
Hey, guess what we just saw? A caravan of Mustang GTs, all of them with Brazzers license plate frames.
Sexy. Sex personified.
Oh, man, you had better believe they were revving those glass packs, man. I was intimidated. Suddenly, I felt like not much of a man.
So, in our Hyundai Elantra.
In my Elantra. I did feel satisfied, though, that we were boxing them in and they couldn't go any faster.
That's true. Okay, so.
Travel vlog.
Another travel vlog.
Dose.
We had fun with the last one, so we're going to do this again.
That beef and cheddar looks good up there on that billboard.
That big beef and cheddar. We're going to go to Sheetz.
Yes.
Unless you want to go to Arby's.
I mean, I like Arby's. But we don't ever get to go to Sheetz.
Yeah, that's true. We have an Arby's in Williamsburg. We don't have a Sheetz. Okay, so we're going to do another one of these tags.
Yeah. So we are on the way back home from our trip out to Western Carolina. We did not do a vlog about the cabin that we stayed in, but I kind of feel like that would be boring.
Yeah.
It was a nice cabin on top of a big mountain. I think it would have been way more fun for us to do a video of us trying to drive up that damn mountain.
But it would have been way more jiggly than
I mean,
you would have
wanted
to watch.
With our videos.
That's true. So, yeah, that was terrifying, but the cabin was really nice, so that was good. Really nice. It served us well.
Yeah, had a nice trip.
Yep.
And we, of course, if you watched the previous video, we, about, I don't know, what, an hour and a half ago,
yeah,
left the American Museum of House Cat, which was just awesome.
A delight.
If you have not watched that, go ahead and watch it, because it's great. I mean, the museum was great.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're
gonna do another tag. It's another fall themed tag.
Oh.
It is called the Spooky Halloween tag.
Oh boy.
Spooky Halloween.
So before we do this tag here, Caitlin and I were talking, and another fall smell that we both really liked. I believe I said that it was wood smoke for me, but one that I think hits much closer to home is the smell of turning on the heater in your house for the first time.
And it smells like burning.
That's right. But
yes.
It's you know.
Yes.
Sure, telltale sign that it's cooling off finally.
Right. Exactly.
So there you go.
Okay. So, this is another Mama Cat tag that she created. Or I don't know if she created it. Oh no. I'm sorry, it was created by Simply Kenna, but she posted it on her blog. So thank you, Mama Cat. Appreciate it. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Question number 1.
How many questions are there?
There's 39 questions, but I have a feeling we're going to skip a bunch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no, there's not. There's 30 questions. Sorry. I misread. Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Question number 1. Your favorite horror or Halloween themed song?
Oh boy.
I know mine.
My favorite horror or Halloween themed song?
Yes.
Does Celine Dion's It's All Coming Back to Me count?
I would say so, because it's kind of haunting.
There were nights when the wind was so cold.
Yes.
To it right outside the window.
It's such your favorite song that you
I don't know the words. I don't know the words to any songs, y'all.
That's true. Anyways,
I think really, like, if we're talking about like Halloween themed songs, it's got to be the Monster Mash, right?
No.
No?
You want to know what mine is?
What is it?
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
Oh.
But you never watched 30 Rock, so you don't understand.
No.
But it's very fun. It's a good song.
Although I did see an improv show once in Chicago with my friend Sylvia, and they mentioned Werewolf Bar Mitzvah, and I just thought that there was a very clever audience member.
No, it's a song that Tracy Jordan on the show, but Tracy Morgan in real life, the actor. Anyway.
Okay.
He sings it on the show. He got a key to the city of Gary, Indiana. Indiana? Yeah. What did I just say?
You said it, Gary, Indiana?
Okay. I thought I said Gary, Indiana for some reason.
Okay.
Oh, guys, it's been a weekend. Okay. All right, number 2.
Number 2.
Name something you wouldn't want to run into in a dark forest or an abandoned building.
A buzzsaw.
Yeah, that's good. I was gonna say a hobo.
A hobo?
With a weapon.
You're just thinking about the hobo marker that we got.
Yeah, we did. Well, yeah, you can go back to the cat video. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yes. There's an old-timey car stopped on the side of the road. Yeah, or like a ghost. I wouldn't want to run into a ghost.
I'd rather run into a ghost than I think, like, you know, someone of actual ill intent.
Yeah. I would not want to run into someone with ill intent at a thing. Okay.
You know who I would not want to run into? Adam Driver, because that guy sucks.
Okay.
That's who I wouldn't want to run into.
Okay, that's...
Leave it in the comments. I'm right, aren't I?
Oh, boy.
He's a terrible actor.
Number 3.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever played with a Ouija board?
Yes, I have.
I have too.
I have. I bought one when I was a teenager, and I played with it with my little brother, and it was weird. That's what I have to say about it.
I played with one before too. It wasn't mine. It was a friend's, but I don't think it worked. It didn't work. It was one of those things where he was like, "You're pushing it." No, I'm not pushing it. You're pushing it. It was. Yeah.
You mean like the commercials?
I don't know.
I do know some people who. Or did at one time know some people who had Ouija boards that they themselves made. Apparently, those are supposed to be like the real deal things.
Okay, that's creepy. I don't think I'd do that, but whatever.
Well, I mean, you have a clear intent if you're making a Ouija board, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Okay, number 4. We kind of talked about this in the last video.
Uh-huh.
But your favorite horror monster or villain?
Oh man, my favorite horror monster or villain.
Uh-huh.
Well, you gotta love Nosferatu.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's my favorite one. My favorite one has gotta be... Oh dang, what's his name?
Elaborate.
The big red fuzzy one in the Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Gossamer.
Gossamer, yes. Gossamer. I think that's probably...
That's your favorite horror villain?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Why? Who's yours?
I don't know.
You're so special.
I was thinking about real life horror villains, and I was thinking about H.H. Holmes.
Oh, well,
which I think is just fascinating.
H.H. Holmes is a very interesting character.
Yeah.
And since we're so detached from it, you know,
right?
I guess we could be entertained by how horrible
he was
and wretched he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Number 5.
Uh-huh.
The creepiest thing that's ever happened while you were alone.
Okay. So I'll tell you a story. When I was in college, my freshman year, we got, I guess the hazing to get into our theater society was to go into the theaters alone. And you had to complete a task. So if you remember MTV's Fear, where people went into haunted spaces and they had to like sit in the cell.
And they wore body cams and stuff?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. So, that was a good show. Anyway, we kind of did something like that. And both of the theaters at my college were reported to be haunted. And we found, I mean, some stuff happened there. You know, I'll tell you about it sometime. But my number came up, and so I had to go into our big theater. It was the proscenium theater, you know, your classic theater, as opposed to the black box, which was the other one. And I had to find some props that were backstage. That was my goal. So I walked into the theater, and all I had was a candle. And I got a few rows down. And this was an older theater, so it had the fold-up seats, but they were wooden, right? And one of the seats went boom boom like that, and I ran out of there, and I was like, nope. And they were like, are you okay? I was like, yeah. And they were like, okay, so you're gonna go back in, right? And I was like, oh man. So I went back into the theater, and I got down to the stage, and the apron of the stage stuck out pretty far because we could take the tops off of that and make that the orchestra pit. Mm-hmm. So I got around the corner of the stage, and I walked up and peeked around into the backstage, and I didn't see it. It looks like a beach ball or something I was looking for. And I didn't, for whatever reason, I decided I didn't want to walk across the stage. So instead, I came back down the steps around to the corner of the apron. And when I got to the corner of the apron, I felt somebody go, like brush past my shoulder, like, you know, you do at an airport or something. Brush past my shoulder. The candle went out. And it took me a second to process this. And then I bolted. Like, I bolted out of there. My fat butt has never moved so fast. I found out later that there were people in the balcony, some upperclassmen who were there to make sure that nobody was getting hurt. And they saw it.
Was that the noise? The seat noise?
No.
Okay.
No. The seat noise was right next to me.
Okay.
But they saw my shoulder boom back and my candle go out, and they were like, you looked at it for a second, and then you bolted out.
Yeah.
I also did not know that there was somebody, another one of the underclassmen, under the stage in the orchestra pit. And he told me later that he heard me run out of there, and then he heard under the stage there next to him somebody giggling. So he left as well.
Really?
So I guess that really doesn't count because I wasn't.
You weren't alone, but I mean, you thought you were.
Yeah,
I guess that's enough.
I did think that I was alone.
Yeah, I don't really have anything, honestly, unless you count working at work. And I was downstairs in an old-timey house moving some furniture around, and I heard some furniture moving around upstairs.
I think that counts.
But yeah, it was. I always psyched myself out in that house anyway, so I don't know if that was in my brain or what. So that was mine. Yours is way better. Whew, sorry. Okay. Number 6.
Okay.
If you were dared to spend the night in a haunted house, would you do it?
If I was dared?
Yeah.
No, because it's probably not very comfortable in there. But you could pay me to do it.
Okay. I would do it.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be alone.
Oh, so you would take the dare and make me go with you?
Yeah.
That's what you would do.
Exactly. That's what I would do. So I would do it. I think that would be interesting. Like, someplace notoriously haunted. I don't know. Okay.
Well, so like, you know, like you see those really dumb Facebook memes where they're like, $1 billion to sleep in the cemetery. Would you do it?
Yes,
oh,
I would.
Yes.
I would absolutely do it. Are you kidding me? Yes.
Keep your eye on the prize. Come on.
Right, exactly. Okay. Anything else about that?
I mean, I did live in that really old house for a long time.
Yeah, you did.
That was haunted. So.
Yeah, and nothing ever happened to me there. in that house.
Well, you didn't see it. I saw it, but...
The ghost of the snow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
We'll tell you about that sometime.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry to keep yawning, everybody. We're very tired.
It's a very exciting vlog.
It sure is.
Caitlin is yawning the whole way.
I am. Number 7. Are you superstitious?
Yes.
Yes.
I am.
He is very superstitious.
I don't say the name of the Scottish play. If I spill salt, I throw some over my shoulder.
Yeah, I do that kind of stuff too. Although I do say.
Nope. Nope. Not while we're driving. Not ever.
Okay.
Except for I say it in one of my things at work now, but
yeah. Yeah, you do. I noticed that.
I thought you probably.
But you're referring to the character.
It's true. I was referring to his wife.
Yeah.
Not him.
Not him.
Also, it makes for a good theater joke. So.
Yeah.
But what else is there? Obviously, black cats don't bother me because we have one.
We have one. That's something that I don't care about. But the salt thing I do, I don't step on a crack, break your mother's back.
Oh, really? I have to step on cracks evenly. But that's not superstitious.
Maybe that's why your mom has a bad back. Ever think of that?
Maybe it is. Some cause and effect right there.
Yeah. Anyway. Number 8. Do you ever see figures in your peripheral vision?
I don't think I guess outside the ghost in the snow.
Yeah.
But I guess that wasn't really. Yeah, I mean that wasn't my peripheral vision. But outside of that, no. I've never seen anything like a black mist or.
Yeah, no.
You know, I've never.
I feel like I've seen like movement, but nothing crazy.
There's a lot of vehicles stopped on the shoulders in North Carolina.
Yeah. Well, probably because all their axles are broken from driving up those mountains.
Yeah, I guess the answer really is no.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've seen movement and stuff, but I don't think it's been anything crazy.
Not like that Spooked podcast where that guy.
Spooked is a very good podcast if you haven't listened to it.
Yeah, it's from Snap Judgment.
Yeah.
And it's the scaries are actually very spooky.
They are very scary.
The stories are actually very spooky and scary. And they're well told.
Yeah.
Unlike, there's so many spooky podcasts where the stories are just poorly
They're just
told,
terrible.
and they end up being bad stories. Because finding a radio that was turned on in your closet is not a spooky story.
No.
So.
When the batteries have been dead. Don't care. Okay. Question number 9. Which urban legend scares you the most?
It's funny, we were talking about this kind of at the cabin. It's the urban legend about putting the dye in the water that turns colors when you pee in it.
Yeah, when you're, the legend that there's a pool.
I think it's the urban
there's an urban legend that there's a pool. No, there's an urban legend that there's a chemical that people put in the pool, and if you pee in the pool, it will change a color, so everybody knows you peed in the pool. That's pretty scary. I haven't thought about that.
You know what else is a scary urban legend?
What?
The urban legend of you farting in the car, stinking the place up. Stinks in here.
What are you talking about?
We all know what's going on.
You're ruining the sound quality of this fine video we're making.
This rough road is really making for good sound quality too.
That's a scary urban legend, I will agree. I always, the one that sticks with me the most from the movies, the urban legend movies, are if somebody's driving by you with their lights off and you flash your lights. I never flash my lights at anybody because I'm scared they're gonna come after me. So that's mine.
That's the one I would have said otherwise. Like if you had disqualified my pee in the pool one.
Okay. You would have said flashing lights?
Yeah, that's the one I would
that's the one that stuck with me the most. Okay. Number 10. Do you prefer gore or thrillers? We talked about this in the last one.
Yeah. I prefer thrillers.
I prefer thrillers,
but I don't mind gore. I like the Rob Zombie movies.
Yeah, I don't really like gore, so there you go. Number 11. Do you believe in multiple dimensions or worlds?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I think that the
Einstein and all that.
Oh yeah, I believe in multiple universes. I think I know that this is not specifically what is being asked, but I do believe in life elsewhere, and I know. I mean,
you mean like aliens?
I mean like alien life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I definitely do. Do I think that they visited us? No. You know what I don't believe in? Time travel. At least not in the sense that we think about with time traveling movies. And you know why? Because if time travel ever actually became possible, I believe that we would know about it. Even if we couldn't do it now, I believe some idiot would come back in time and we would find out that in the future that you could do it.
Yeah, I definitely believe in multiple dimensions and multiple worlds. And I believe in past lives, too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I think that's definitely a thing. I kind of want to do a past life regression, but I don't know. I was probably some peasant in the fields of Germany.
We were all peasants, if that's the thing. That's what like somebody. I remember I was watching somebody do one of those one time. He was like, "Oh, you're a young boy. It's the 18th century. Oh, you're chopping down a cherry tree." I was like,
"Oh, F that." Y'all know that's made up, right?
Yep,
Thanks, Parson Weems. Okay. Here you go. Have you ever made a potion of any sort?
No. I've made many concoctions.
Yeah.
But never a potion.
No.
Not something that would cause something metaphysical to happen.
Right. No, me either. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm using my left hand. That's probably a terrible idea. Okay. Let's see. Do you get scared easily? Yes.
I get startled easily.
Yes, that is true. You do.
But I will say that all of that for me is just playing the game. Like,
yeah, you're in it.
Like,
you're in it to win it.
I want to be a good audience member.
Right.
Because I like it when people are good audience members for
right.
me. Of course I do. And so, like, I'm there to play the game. And so, like, I just allow, when I go into haunted houses, like, I allow myself to be fully engulfed in the spirit, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, when people jump at me, I jump and I scream and I curse. And it makes the houses so much more fun.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because, like, I could be sitting on the couch and you come up behind me and say something and I don't know you're there and I'll jump like 10 feet in the air. But in a haunted house, I know it's coming. And I'm naturally a very anxious person anyway. So I think I'm looking for it more in a haunted house. So I'm preparing myself not to be scared. But I don't know. Other than that, I don't get... Like I said, I'm just anxious about a bunch of stuff. And I don't get, like, scared.
Fortunately, I've never been in a position where I, like, could be really in danger,
right.
You know, or scared in that kind of way. I think that I'm probably the person in the horror movie who dies pretty early on, because if I see something, I'll go investigate.
You'll go investigate it, like Leo outside of the bedroom door.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Okay. Number 14. Have you ever played Bloody Mary?
Yes, and that also scared me when I was a kid.
That scares me now.
As much as I enjoy horror movies now, like Kid Robert would watch them with my mother, and I would just be scared for weeks. Like,
same.
I would, like, and now, like, I didn't know as a kid, like, I did not realize that Tales from the Crypt was supposed to be hokey and dumb. Like I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so I took it totally at face value,
right.
and those things would scare me. The Crypt Keeper scared me, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Even though it's not intended to actually be really scary.
Yeah, what is the question? I've never played Bloody Mary, but I will say that is, like, something I do think about often is, what if I looked in the mirror and there was somebody behind me?
Uh-huh.
That freaks me out. Especially in the old-timey house that we were talking about, there's that mirror in the passage.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would. Yeah. Ooh.
Well, all the stories about that particular house.
Yeah, that particular house is around the passage, so there's a mirror in the passage, and that. Oh no, but I've never played Bloody Mary, and not that I remember anyway. Maybe at a sleepover when I was younger, but no. Okay, number 15. Do you? Oh, sorry. Sorry, everybody. There's his arm. Do you believe in demons and the devil?
That's a hard question to answer.
I did almost skip it because it's complicated.
Yeah.
And can get very deep.
I think it's a really complicated and philosophic question.
Right.
Scripturally speaking, as far as scripture is concerned, like there is a devil and fallen angels, but at the same time, like even that is mucky, and part of that I do believe rests in translations. So you know, that is I don't think that it should be utilized as a scapegoat that it commonly is.
Right.
You know, like, oh well, the devil's in him, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
People make their own choices.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely believe there's evil in this world. If it's a demon or a devil, I don't know. But
so
there you go.
Do I enjoy stories about possession though? And that what was their name? I was gonna say Jim and Tammy Faye Baker.
No,
right?
Frank and Lorraine Warren.
Warren, yes.
Warren.
Yes,
the
yes.
Warren. Was it Frank? I don't remember. It's definitely Lorraine Warren.
Lorraine, yeah, those guys.
The Warrens. Yeah.
In the Conjuring movies that we talked about last time.
But they were real life people.
Yes, they were.
So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, do I enjoy pop culture and media surrounding that? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And do I really enjoy the dancing devil DJ at Busch Gardens? You bet I do.
Yep. Is he there anymore? I don't remember.
Wasn't he back last year?
I don't remember. We didn't really go to Hollow Spring very much last year. Anyways, that's beside the point. Question number 16. You're home alone, but you hear footsteps in your house. What do you do?
Investigate.
Yeah.
Investigate.
I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably... I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably just try to ignore it and hope it would go away.
I mean, I've definitely done that before.
Yeah. It's starting very shaky already. This road's bumpy.
But you know, like for me, it's if I think that it's actually footsteps, usually I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of like footsteps, right?
Yeah.
But
I'd probably call out and see if like you were home and I didn't realize it or something, which I don't know how that could happen. Maybe if we lived in a bigger house.
Yeah. Our house is pretty small.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I would just ignore it.
Although I will say this, like, we have cats, and the cats walking around in one of the rooms in our house.
Yeah, you can hear them.
Like anybody else
it sounds like a person walking around. That's true. Very squeaky floorboards. Let's see. If you got trapped in one scary movie, which would you choose? This is a hard question for me.
Ooh. And if I got trapped in one scary movie, which one would I choose?
Yeah. I'm trying to think too.
I think you'd have to pick the movie, right, that would best suit your chances for survival.
Right.
Like my immediate thought was Signs, because you could just spray water on the aliens, they go away.
Right, that's true. That's true.
Or maybe Mars Attacks, because all you gotta do is play yodeling music in the brain.
I've never seen that movie.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
As I remember it, it was okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The first thing that popped in my brain was Rear Window, which is a suspenseful movie. It's not in this.
Oh no.
Oops, I quit recording.
When did it do that?
I think just a couple minutes ago.
Oh.
I think it's timed to 30 minutes and then it stops. So we've been talking nonstop for 30 minutes. Anyway, we were talking about which movie we would want to be trapped in. Robert said something with the ghost, because if you find out the ghost's secret, then they'd go away.
Yeah. And then I was saying, with Woman in Black, like, you wouldn't want to be stuck in that, but like the scariest thing about the Woman in Black is the causeway, right?
Yeah, it totally is. You can't get in and out, and that is terrifying.
I definitely would not want to be stuck in Rose Red.
No.
I would surely not want to be stuck in Insidious with that.
No.
Weird. That
or
never
Hill House.
Hill House. God.
No.
Stuff following you around.
The bent neck lady. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be in The Conjuring.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in The Conjuring 2.
No. None of that nun stuff.
No. F that. Although I do want to see The Nun, because we haven't seen that. I don't know if that was good or not. I don't remember what the reviews were like. Anyways. Okay. If you could only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would you be?
If I could only pick one, and I think about something that would be like something that would, work for forever. I guess you gotta go with something classic, right?
Yeah.
Probably go with. So like I'm fat and I sweat, right? So like I'm not gonna be the wolf man. I'm not walking around with a bunch of hair on me. It also can be hot at Halloween still.
Yeah, especially where we live.
So I think I'd probably go with ye old vampire, probably.
Okay.
As long as I had good teeth for it.
Okay. Yeah, like Dan's teeth.
Yeah. Because those
are good.
Those dang
plastic ones.
Crappy, bendy plastic ones are
awful.
Ugh.
Sorry, everybody. Now, I have a question about this question. If you could only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life on Halloween, what would it be? But what if that was the only thing you were wearing for the rest of your life? Would your answer change?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I had to wear it for the rest of my life, like I would probably go as like a tourist.
Yeah, I was gonna
shorts
say
and Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would be, how people dress their children as like little old ladies. That's what I would do. I'd wear like a bathrobe with my hair in curlers, and it will be great. That would be if I was stuck in it for the rest of my life. Now, if it was a Halloween costume for the rest of my life, I don't know. Probably that same thing.
Yeah. I mean, like for a lady, I think you'd probably go with like a witch, right?
Yeah.
Because it's something that you can put on, and you can wear as much or as little of a costume as you want.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll say a witch. Yeah, I'll be a witch for the rest of my life on Halloween, and an old lady for the rest of my life if I have to wear a costume every day for the rest of my life.
Maybe if I had to wear a costume every day for the rest of my life, I'm gonna go as Dr. Love.
Oh, great. You're gonna go as Borat with this banana hammock. Ew. Okay, what are we on now? Number 19. Would you ever go to a graveyard at night?
Yes, and I have.
Yeah. What's the big deal? Big whoop.
Everywhere is a graveyard.
Big whoop. Yeah, we're walking on a graveyard right now.
People have been living here for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Number 20. In a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice?
I think in a zombie apocalypse, my weapon of choice, I think you have to go with something that's not a firing weapon, because you're going to run out of ammo, right? And you're going to need that for a long time.
It's true.
So, I think that my weapon of choice in the zombie apocalypse, well, first of all, I hope that I wouldn't have to worry about this, because my choice if in a zombie apocalypse would be to get on a boat and be on a boat until it all blows over. And I believe that it would eventually blow over, but we can talk about that some other time. I do have a theory about that. I think about horror stuff a lot.
He does. That's true.
And secondly, I guess then my weapon of choice would probably be.
Good lord.
Really? Right? I think it'd have to be double swords.
Okay.
I think it would have to be double swords, like katana styles.
Okay.
Something that I could give me a little bit of reach, but something that would be more efficient than just like, a dagger or a cast iron skillet.
Right. I was gonna say flamethrower, and then you talked about the thing about ammo, which I guess is pertinent to a flamethrower. But then I will have a baseball bat with nails in it.
Okay.
Like that guy on the show.
Uh-huh.
I've never watched The Walking Dead. Anyway, okay. There you have it. There's our choices. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Would you rather go to a Halloween party or trick-or-treating?
I would rather be at home to give candy out to the kids.
Yeah.
That's what I would rather do.
And that's what we do.
We have a Halloween party every year, and what that Halloween party is we grill burgers out front and
hang out and give out candy, which is fun. We've done that for the past 3 or 4 years.
I am very strongly, I have very strong opinions about Halloween, by which I mean I think that it is an important community exercise, and so where we work, you definitely can do something on Halloween. If you want to go out and make some money or something like that, and there are Halloween events at our work, and I told them as long as the events are not actually on Halloween, I'm happy to help. But I will not be here on Halloween.
Okay, that's good.
I will be at home.
I would rather go to a party, because there's probably candy there anyway. And you just get to hang out. I don't know. I don't think about this stuff as much as Robert does, obviously. Okay, we already talked about this. So this is question number 22.
Uh-huh.
You're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? You're the first to die. You said that earlier.
Well, yeah, I probably would.
You're probably the comic relief and the first to die.
Well, the comic relief dies anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna die. Can't be funny the whole way through the movie, right?
Right.
So, yeah, I think I'm probably comic relief. I might not die first, but I'll probably die pretty early.
Pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
The question didn't say this, but I said the practical one. I would be the practical one. I would be the one that tells you to put water in your beer pong cups instead of beer, so in case they spill, you don't have to clean it up later.
I think that probably falls in line with the skeptic.
Okay. Then I'm the skeptic / practical one.
Okay.
Okay. Oops. Drop my phone. Okay. Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie, or just so you can go to sleep?
No.
Me either. No. I can go right to sleep. Now, when I was younger, it wouldn't matter. I'd be scared anyway. Even if I was watching... Oh, I think I was just filming the ceiling. Even if I was watching, a comedy right after, it wouldn't have mattered. Because I used to get very worked up about ghost stories and all that kind of stuff. So, wouldn't matter. But no, don't have to do that now. Okay. Oops. Okay. While watching horror movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person with their eyes covered the whole time, or the person who falls asleep?
Those are 3 distinct personalities.
Yeah.
I must be the person who yells at the characters.
Yeah.
Because I do comment on it.
Yeah.
So like I watched the original Friday the 13th for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and I was for most of this being like, what are you doing? Why are you going in there? Don't do that.
Yeah. I think I'm the one who asks a lot of questions.
What's gonna happen?
Why are you doing that? What? I guess I would be the person who yells at the characters too. I don't know. I also cover my eyes sometimes, depending on how gross something is.
That's true.
Yeah. Or also I could be the one that falls asleep depending on what time we start the movie.
Oh yeah, we're early birds.
Yeah. Are you the one who gets scared or the one that does the scaring?
I guess I'm the one that gets scared.
Yeah.
Because I've developed this reputation now of being the person who jumps and screams the most in the haunted house.
Yeah.
And so people always push me to the front.
That's true.
And so yeah, I guess I'm the one I'm getting scared.
Okay. I think I'm the one that does the scaring. Look at my face. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
As long as it's in fun.
As long as it's fun, I don't care. Okay. We're getting pretty close to the end.
We gotta be getting close to sheets.
Hold on. We have 5 miles until we get off.
Okay. Lightning round. Let's go.
Favorite scary book?
Oh, I don't know. I don't read fiction.
You don't have time.
I have way too much time reading other stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever read any particularly scary book.
That sounded really full of myself. That's not how I meant it. I just don't. I don't think I've ever read a fiction book. I mean, other than like what I had to read for school.
Right. I don't think I've read a scary book. That's just not something I gravitate towards.
I read a lot of plays.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was easy. How old were you when you first saw your first horror movie?
I was young, very young. My mother enjoyed it, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
And so I would watch scary movies with her. I don't remember what it was, but I mean, the earliest horror stuff I remember watching was Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think I was probably like maybe 12, 10 or 11, 12, somewhere in there. I don't know. Like I said, I was very freaked out a lot at the time when I was a child, so I don't really remember. Uh-oh, and our battery's about to die. Oh my god! What was your first Halloween costume?
I was a clown.
I was an angel.
Okay.
What are you going to be doing for Halloween this year? We already talked about it.
Yeah, we're going to be at the house.
Okay, if you had a spooky Halloween pet, what would you pick? A black cat, an owl, a bat, a rat, a wolf?
Black cat.
Black cat, obviously. Meow. All right, well, now that our battery is dying, we hope you enjoyed this.
Okay, subscribe.
Hit the bell.
We love you.
Ding-a-ling.
Bye.
Bye.
Instagram, Facebook, Off the Track Reviews. Bye.
Bye.